and welcome to MGM Park here in Biloxi, Mississippi, as the Sumrall Bobcats, who are 5-0 coming into this game, take on the 1-3 Wildcats out of Greene County. It's a beautiful night here in Biloxi, Mississippi, in a beautiful ballpark with the Beau Rivage in the background. So watch some good baseball, go back there and have a good time if you would like. But we are about to get the first pitch started here in Biloxi, Mississippi. So your lineup for the Sumrall Bobcats tonight: number 17, St. Moss batting first. Batting second, your pitcher, Drew Davis. Batting third, the third baseman, Leo Odom. Batting fourth, the shortstop, Landon Hawkins. Batting fifth, the left fielder tonight, Cade Clinton. Batting sixth, playing first base, Jack Miller. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Braylon Harrison. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Caden Williamson. And batting ninth in the DH spot, Malik McNair, and he will be DHing for Cody Broom. The Wildcats have Mr. Butler on the mound tonight. He's not on their lineup with the number, but he is pitching, so I don't know much about him, but he has started off hot here with a 1-2 count on St. Moss, the catcher. I'm sorry. Braden Buffkin is the starting pitcher for Greene County tonight. And St. Moss pops one up. The second baseman's camped under it for the first out of the inning. So a quick start for Greene County tonight as they get the first batter out. And that'll bring up the pitcher, freshman Drew Davis. This is a very big ballpark, especially for a high schooler, so you have to be on the lookout for these outfielders to get lost, and that is a hard-hit ball into center field. So Drew Davis gets on first with a line drive single in center field. That'll bring up the Ole Miss commit, Leo Odom. Leo Odom's playing third base tonight as Landon Hawkins has shifted over to the shortstop position while Drew Davis is on the mound. So one out, runner on first base for the Bobcats. And that one catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. So a 1-0 count. 0-1 count. And that one way outside, but caught a strike. So Odom down early, 0-2. And that one way outside. And that'll bring the count to 1-2. Odom and Hawkins, two power-hitting righties for this Bobcat. This is a dangerous part of the order, especially if you're on the Wildcat team right now. And the pitcher picking off to first. So the 1-2 count, one out. And a fake still. Does not draw a throw. So that'll bring the count to 2-2. And if you were able to watch the Southern Miss game the other night on Instagram Live, this is probably better quality than the Southern Miss game the other night as they lost to Nickel State in a tough bout. And that one fouled off. Leo Odom staying alive with the 2-2 count. A good crowd tonight to make it all the way down to Biloxi on a Thursday night. This game originally scheduled for tomorrow, but due to weather, got moved to tonight. And that one misses low and away to bring the count full. So Leo Odom with a great at-bat so far, looking to find a way on. And the runner goes. Odom drives this ball into left field. A tough play, and it gets behind the left fielder. And he's waving him home. Leo Odom with a stand-up double, and that will score one for the Bobcats. So Drew Davis gets all the way from first base and scores as he was going on that pitch. A great effort by the left fielder, just not able to get it. And that one gets behind him for a stand-up double, Leo Odom. So the Bobcats take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. Already have 2 hits. So a good start for your Sumrall Bobcats. And that'll bring up the shortstop, power-hitting righty, Landon Hawkins. Hawkins leads the team with their only 2 home runs so far this year. And that one thrown in the dirt. A good scoop by the catcher there. A very deep backstop tonight. Could be dangerous for these pitchers and these catchers. And that one fouled away. So 1 on, 1 out. 1-1 count. And Landon Hawkins rips that one to the third baseman, trying to get the double play, unable to, and that ball gets out into center field. But Leo Odom unable to advance. So that'll give the Wildcats 2 outs. And that was a very hard out by Landon Hawkins. That'll bring up the left fielder, Cade Clinton. This is Cade Clinton's first game in the outfield tonight as he has been battling an injury and sitting in the DH spot. So the Bobcats will be glad to have him out in the field tonight. Pitcher inside moves but does not get him. And that one misses away on Clinton. The Bobcats 5-0 on the year. Having a really good start to the season. Saturday, they are set to take on East Marion at 1 o'clock and Faith Academy out of Alabama at 4 o'clock. Faith Academy, a prominent baseball school. So that'll be a very good matchup for the Bobcats. Clinton misses that breaking ball. And the 1-1 pitch. And that one's going to catch the outside part of the plate for a strike. That'll bring the count to 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Odom looking to score on a base hit. That one fouled straight back. And the outfield shifted right. Could be a dangerous play if Clinton can rope one down the line. And he does, and then it goes into the 6-hole. Odom trying to score. The left fielder with no throw, so the Bobcats are going to score the second run of the inning. Already have 3 hits, 2 runs with 2 outs. A great piece of hitting by Cade Clinton. And that'll bring up your first baseman for the night, Jack Miller. And that one misses away. And that one catches part of the plate for a strike. And so does that one. That'll bring the count to 1-2. 2 outs. Still in the top of the first here in Biloxi. Pick off to first base. Jack Miller goes down swinging. So the Bobcats on 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. The Bobcats leave 1 runner on as they go into the bottom of the first, leading 2-0. And we're back in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Bobcats have starting pitcher Drew Davis on the mound tonight, and they line up defensively. Odom at third, Hawkins at shortstop, Cody Broom at second base, Jack Miller at first, Cade Clinton in left field, Caden Williamson in center, and Braylon Harrison in right. The Bobcats are shifting right as they expect a ball hit opposite field right here. And that one, and they make the right shift. Hawkins with a tough play. And so a leadoff single for the leadoff for Greene County. So 1 pitch, 1 hit for the Wildcats. And that'll bring up their center fielder, Johnson. And that one a wild pitch. So not the start that the Bobcats were hoping for. Drew Davis comes into this game on the season 2-0. Only giving up 5 hits in 11 innings, 2 runs, and striking out 14. So a good start to the freshman campaign for Drew Davis. B.J. Johnson, the center fielder, hitting for the Wildcats, and he shows bunt, pulls it back, and fouls it off. So a slash attempt by B.J. Johnson trying to draw the third baseman in. The Wildcats looking to play a little small ball here. So after a wild pitch and a foul ball, the count 1-1. No outs. The leadoff man on second base. Davis misses low. So the 2-1 count. Hawkins holding them tight at second base. ST Moss tries to get under that one, unable to though. That'll bring the count to 3-1. If you are a Wildcat, this is exactly how you drew up the way you wanted to start this game offensively. And that one fouled off. So B.J. Johnson with a 3-2 count. And I would imagine a breaking ball is coming here. And he tries to blow him away. So the batter stays alive on a foul ball. The count stays full on B.J. Johnson. And a great pitch by Drew Davis. And the slider gets him. So 1 out for your Bobcats. A runner still on second base. Drew Davis trying to work out of this. And that'll bring up Isaiah Jordan, the catcher for the Greene County Wildcats. A bigger kid, but the outfield has to be very weary of where they're standing at. This is a big field. It is easy to get lost in this outfield. You can ask any former player that played at Trustmark Park during the state championships. It is tough to play at a bigger field like this. And there's a lot of wind coming from the Gulf. And that breaking ball missed for a strike. So an 0-2 count on Jordan. Drew Davis tries to get him with the breaking ball, and he barely nicks it. Oh, 2 count. Drew Davis probably not going to give him anything to hit here. And he swings and a miss on what would have been a ball. Drew Davis draws a swing and a miss for out number 2 in the inning. So after a leadoff single, Drew Davis is striking out 2 in a row. And that'll bring up the first baseman for the Wildcats, Eli Herring, the lefty. And Drew Davis catches the outside part of the plate for a strike right there. The Bobcats defensively shifting heavy tonight. And another strike. And that draws a swing and a miss. So Drew Davis, after giving up a leadoff single, strikes out the side. So on 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 man left on base, the Bobcats are leading the Wildcats 2-0 after 1 inning. And welcome back as we are set to start the top of the second inning here in Biloxi, Mississippi. The Bobcats with a 2-0 lead. To lead off the inning, the right fielder, Braylon Harrison, stepping into the box. And he takes that breaking ball for a strike. A good take by a leadoff hitter. So the 0-1 count. Braylon Harrison takes that ball up high. Harrison has been a spark in this lineup and also a very good defensive player for the Bobcats. Harrison takes another breaking ball, but that one misses up high. So a good at-bat for the leadoff hitter in the top of the second. Harrison with a lot of wheels. And a late call by the umpire. What I thought was a ball was called a strike. And that'll bring the count to 2-2. Harrison looking to battle. And takes that one low. So a full count, a great at-bat to start the inning for the Bobcats. Harrison widens his stance, chokes up a little bit. Just looking to put something in play here for the Bobcats. And that breaking ball barely misses. So Harrison with a leadoff walk. With a great at-bat. And that'll bring up Caden Williamson, the center fielder. The switch hitting center fielder for the Bobcats. Harrison probably looking to steal. But the coach for the Greene County Wildcats coming to talk to their infield and their pitcher. So we will be back after the break. And so coming out of the break here, be expecting the Bobcats and the Greene County Wildcats looking to have a plan right here. And Williamson takes a strike. Smart choice by Coach Andy Davis as he saw the Greene County coach trying to put something on defensively. And that one misses away. Could have possibly been a pitch out, trying to get Harrison at first. That is the good thing about having speedy runners. They really get into the coaches and the pitchers' heads. And Harrison's gone on the breaking ball, but Williamson lays down a beautiful bunt to move Harrison over. So a great call by Coach Andy Davis. So one out as Malik McNair, the DH tonight, who's DHing for Cody Broom at second base, steps into the box. McNair also a speedy runner and is definitely a threat in the box and on the bases. So Harrison at second base. The Bobcats have been very aggressive this year on the bases, so do not be surprised if he takes off running. And a breaking ball in the dirt, but McNair swings through it. A bad pitch selection to swing at there by McNair. Fouls that one off to the left side. As a leadoff hitter, or not a leadoff hitter, but as a hitter with a runner in scoring position, you are not wanting to swing at a breaking ball in the dirt. That is a no-no. Should be looking for a fastball, but right now with a 0-2 count, got a battle. ST Moss, the catcher, on deck. Moss, the leadoff hitter for the Bobcats. So a big position with a runner in scoring position for the Bobcats to tack some more on here in the top of the second. And that one misses. So a good take by McNair on 0-2. That's one of those pitches you might want to foul off. It was very close, but it just missed. So the 1-2 count. One out, runner on second base. And a breaking ball gets him. So McNair tries to fight back, but unable to handle the breaking ball. That'll bring the leadoff hitter up, ST Moss, the catcher, who flew out to the second baseman his first at-bat. Runner in scoring position. So a big opportunity for the Bobcats. Tries to pick Harrison off at second base, but unable to. Moss takes the breaking ball outside. Moss looking for a fastball to drive here into a gap. Takes that one out wide. So 2-0, got to be selective. Got to be looking for your pitch here. Pitcher misses out wide again. So a 3-0 count. Looking to extend the inning. And that one called a strike. So same thing here. Looking to extend the inning, but has to be selective on his swing selection. And that one fouled off to the right side. 3-2 count. The Wildcats looking to go into the dugout damageless. Drew Davis on deck for the Bobcats. And Moss takes a ball. And Braylon Harrison steals third base. The defense walking off the field like it was a third called strike. So that was probably the easiest stolen base that Braylon Harrison has ever had. And the Greene County coach out to have a word with the umpire, but he walks back to the dugout. So now the Bobcats in a prime scoring position as there's runners on first and third. The speedy ST Moss catcher is on first base. The Bobcats looking to steal here. Harrison will be reading at third base. And this is where being a catcher in this ballpark is a big spot. And the runner steals, but no throw. So 2 runners in scoring position now for the freshman, Drew Davis, who had a single his first at-bat to center field. The Bobcats are able to extend the inning here. That will be huge. And he takes that one for a ball. A good block by the catcher. So a 2-0 pitch, looking for his pitch. And he takes it up high. So 3-0. Davis looks to give him the green light. So a lot of trust in his son, Drew. After 3 straight balls. And that one almost hits him in the head. So a 2-out walk draws the bases loaded here in the top of the second. And the power hitting third baseman, Leo Odom, stepping up to the plate. Drew Davis getting a pinch runner, and Coach Davis looking to give Leo Odom some words of encouragement here as they can really bust this thing open in the top of the second inning. Two-out base runners are very key in the game of baseball. They always come back to bite you. So Odom, who has doubled tonight, steps into the box looking to do the same. And this pitcher has walked 2 batters in a row and has thrown 6 straight balls. And that one misses away. So Odom already with a 2-0 count. Most hitters would get the take sign here. But with Odom being as dangerous as he is at the plate, I imagine he will have the green light. He takes that one inside. Davis tells him to take. This pitcher really struggling to find the zone. That one over the plate for a strike. So a 3-1 count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Odom caps it to second base. So a missed opportunity for the Bobcats as they leave the bases loaded. So the Bobcats, no runs on no hits and no errors. 3 men left on. So Bobcats left 3 base runners on via walk that inning. We will be back in the bottom of the second inning. The Bobcats lead 2-0. And we're back in the bottom of the second inning. Drew Davis coming off 3 strikeouts in the first. Looking to do the same here as he starts this guy off with a ball that just misses outside. If anybody knows or played at Sumrall baseball, they know Drew Davis. Drew has been around since he was born. As the head coach, Coach Andy Davis, has coached for every team probably in the past 15 years. So he has been a part of the Sumrall organization since he was born. And he goes up 1-2 right here to start off the inning. Cole Hinton leading off for the Wildcats, and he strikes out. So Drew Davis, after giving up a leadoff walk in the first, has now struck out 4 in a row. That'll bring up the third baseman, Landon Greene, number 21 for the Wildcats. Drew Davis working quick. And a good breaking ball just misses outside. The Bobcats with a tough schedule this year as they go to Faith Academy. They play here again this year against Jackson Prep, Oxford, and Northwest Rankin. So that is a tough 3 games on the road for the Bobcats. That one, I believe, will be during spring break. So get down to the coast, enjoy some fresh coast air, and have a good time and watch the Bobcats during spring break. And that one catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. So a 2-1 count on Landon Greene. And that one just misses inside. This umpire likes staying away from the hitters. And that one right down the plate for a strike. Greene not looking to hit, looking to turn around and throw his bat back to the base and take his bag. And he fouls that one off. So a full 2 count on the third baseman. The Bobcats defensively have had to do no work so far through an inning and a third. And that one fouled away too. So this hitter fouling 2 straight fastballs away. I would expect a breaking ball here. And I was wrong again. But that one hit up the middle. Landon Hawkins with a fantastic play up the middle to get the second out of the inning. Hawkins, a ball that should have been a single, able to get to it and throw it to first for the second out. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Braden Buffkin, for the Wildcats, and he takes a big swing and a miss. So the Bobcats with a quick inning so far. That one misses low. A beautiful ballpark here. I imagine that dirt and grass is playing just like the turf in Sumrall would play. A lot of true hops. They take care of it here. That one fouled straight back. The Shuckers starting their season the last day of March. And now the Shuckers will be the lone minor league team in Mississippi as the Mississippi Braves have been relocated. Davis, a great pitch. And that one catches outside part of the plate. So another strikeout for Drew Davis through 2 innings. He has 5 strikeouts And the Bobcats still leading 2-0 after no hits, no runs, and no errors for the Wildcats. And we're back in the top of the third inning. Is Landon Hawkins set to lead things off for the Bobcats in the top of the third inning? Hawkins had a hard line out to the third baseman, his first at bat. And he takes that for a ball outside. Greene County, a former district foe for the Bobcats. This is their first year not in district. And Hawkins fouls that one off. So a familiar face, but they will no longer be competing for the district title with the Sumrall Bobcats. So a 1-1 count on Hawkins. And that one was almost trouble. But it just goes foul, so a 1-2 count on Hawkins. Looking to get things started for the Bobcats here. And that one just goes foul. The wind blowing straight out right tonight. Usually it's blowing the other way off the Gulf. And that one misses low. The Southern Miss Golden Eagles set to play Indiana State this weekend at home. Be a big series for the Eagles. This former catcher and pitcher, Graham Crawford and Cross Sibley, dress out for the Golden Eagles. So Hawkins still staying alive, a 2-2 count. And that one fouled straight back. So a great leadoff at bat for Hawkins. And that one misses away. So a full count. And Hawkins gets jammed. Makes a tough play for the shortstop. And he beats the throw, but he calls him out. A terrible call by the umpire at first base. Easily beat that by half a step. And was not rewarded for it. So that'll make the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the left fielder, Cade Clinton, who had a single and an RBI his first at-bat. And he takes that one for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Misses inside. And that one fouled off. So the count goes to 2-1. On Cade Clinton. A chilly night. It's been a warm week. It's turned chilly these past 2 days. And Clinton misses that one. So the count 2-2. And a breaking ball fouled off. And the 2-2 gets Clinton. So a high breaking ball strikes Clinton out for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Jack Miller. Miller struck out his first at-bat. So the Bobcats, through 2 hitters, haven't gotten one on. Miller looking to extend the inning here. And he takes that breaking ball for a strike. A good take by Miller. And that breaking ball called a strike. So 2 breaking balls, 2 strikes. Miller down 0-2 quick. And Miller misses on the fastball. So the pitcher speeds him up there to get a swinging third strike. And that'll bring Drew Davis back to the mound. So the Bobcats, no runs, no hits, no errors. No men left on. And that'll take us to the bottom of the third inning here in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we're back in the bottom of the third inning here in Biloxi as the Bobcats have a 2-0 lead over the Wildcats. Drew Davis starting quick. That one barely misses inside for ball one. The leadoff hitter for Greene County, the right fielder, Landon Greene. I'm sorry, Noah McLeod. So a ton of people checking in tonight. Miss Shirley Haddix. Miss Shirley, thank you for everything that you do for the Sumrall Bobcats. Hate you couldn't make the trip to the beautiful Biloxi tonight, but we appreciate you tuning in. Another watcher, Mr. Raymond and Truvy McCraney, watching from Hickory Grove, Sumrall, Mississippi. And they say go Bobcats. And then the always loyal Miss Christy Martin, watching from Folsom, Alabama. And they just saw Drew Davis get his 6th strikeout of the night through 2 1/3 inning. So a great start on the mound for Drew Davis. Speaking of Drew Davis, his grandparents watching tonight, and Coach Andy Davis's parents. Thank y'all for watching. I know y'all hate y'all can't be here, but y'all are watching a good one. As Drew Davis has 6 strikeouts on the night already. So the 9-hole hitter for the Wildcats up to the plate, Mr. Roman Pierce. And he gets a swing and a miss there. So a quick 0-2 count. And Davis barely misses inside on that breaking ball. What's been a quick game so far. We're in the bottom of the third inning. That one misses low in the dirt. And a little comment by Trace Jordan says he probably should have swung at that one. As he took what would have been strike 3 right there if this umpire had a set of glasses. And the 9-hole finds some grass in center field for a 1-out hit. So the 9-hole for the Wildcats drives a pitch right back up the middle for the Wildcats' 2nd hit of the night. So a runner on first base. That'll bring the leadoff hitter back to the plate, the shortstop, Peyton Arrington. Arrington singled his first at-bat as he hit one back to Drew Davis, and it took a bad ricochet off of Davis's glove, and he was able to reach first. And he takes that pitch for a ball. And Davis with a swing and a miss. A great breaking ball. His ability to throw 2 pitches for a strike makes him really dominant, especially at the high school level. And a good pickoff move. Unable to get him at first. The shortstop for the Wildcats has looked good in the field, and he's 1 for 1 at the plate tonight. And that one was a swinging butt, just went foul. Mr. Billy Garrity checking in tonight. Billy Garrity, a Sumrall alumni who had a fantastic career at Sumrall. Hit plenty of home runs. If anybody has watched the 2019 team, you know Billy was the heart of that order. Just behind Graham Crawford. He was the 4A player of the year. And Davis gets another strikeout. So his strikeout total is now to 7. And he gets a swing and a miss there. So B.J. Johnson, the center fielder, coming up to the plate now. Johnson struck out his first at-bat. He was the first strikeout victim of the night, and he takes another breaking ball for a strike. So he's quickly down 0-2. 2 outs for the Bobcats. A runner on first base. And he's stealing. Moss looking to throw him out. Unable to, and that ball gets into center field. And he is not able to advance to third. So after a successful stolen bag by the 9-hole hitter, there is now a runner in scoring position for the Wildcats. B.J. Johnson looking to battle back as he's down with a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Davis with a great pitch. And that is his 8th strikeout of the night. So Drew Davis, 8 strikeouts through 3 innings. Only one hitter has gotten out a different way. So on one hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 man left on, the Bobcats still lead 2-0 going into the top of the 4th inning. And we'll be back on the Bobcat Network here in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we are back in the top of the 4th inning here in Biloxi, Mississippi, as Braylon Harrison looks to start things off for the Bobcats. And I would like to furthermore talk about the 2019 team. I said Graham Crawford and Billy Garrity were the heart of the lineup. We all know who the heart of the lineup was. That 2-hole spot, Zane Berry. Myself. Harrison takes up out wide for a ball. No, I'm just messing. They both played more of a significant part than I did. And Harrison takes that one for a strike. Both of those guys still playing at the college level currently is Graham Crawford, who started his career at Pearl River and went to Alabama and is now at Southern Miss to finish his career. And Braylon Harrison hits one off the pitcher's foot for a leadoff single here in the top of the 4th inning. So Harrison with a leadoff single for the Bobcats will bring up Williamson, and I imagine this is the same scenario as they did last time. Harrison with a stolen bag and Williamson looking to bunt, but he takes that one for a strike. The third baseman playing very far in. With him playing that far in, I do not foresee Williamson squaring. Harrison slides back safely at first. Williamson, who's 0 for 0 tonight. He had a sack bunt his first at bat. Pretty much the same scenario, but he is down 0-2. So looking to swing the bat. Has to battle with 2 strikes here. Harrison looking to go right here in a breaking ball count, and he does. And it works out for him as the second baseman boots it, and both of them reach safely. So Harrison reaches safely on the stolen bag, and Williamson on the error by the second baseman. A great executed play there for the Bobcats. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, the DH, Malik McNair. McNair struck out his first at-bat on a set of breaking balls. And he squares the bunt and bunts it straight back. Runners on first and second, no outs. The Bobcats just looking to move them over. For the leadoff hitter, S.T. Most on deck. There's a lot of speed on the bases right now. So a serious scoring threat are both of them. If McNair is able to lay this bunt down, it's still going to be a tough play for the Wildcats as he is very, very fast. But he pulls back on that one. Now I want to call it strike. So we'll see what Davis wants to do here with 2 strikes. McNair has had the bunt on until this point. And he does not square this time. And that pitch misses up high. If you have a shout out tonight, text me at 601-408-0292. Mr. Jim Jordan over there in Timberton. Probably playing some golf this evening. He just tuned in. Mr. Jim, thank you for supporting the Bobcats and doing everything you've done in the past for the Sumrall Bobcats. So McNair with a 2-2 count. And a swing and a miss. So his second strikeout of the night. And a big missed opportunity for the Bobcats. So they have runners on first and second now. 1 out. This pitcher looking to pinch out of a jam. S.T. Most, the leadoff hitter for the Bobcats, back up to the top of the order. And he has flown out to second base and reached base safely on a walk. And he takes that one down low for a ball. So the 1-0 pitch misses wide. A great game tonight as after the Bobcats have scored 2 innings in the first, they have gone scoreless since. And Drew Davis has kept the Wildcats at ease. And he hits a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to be a single. Braylon Harrison scores all the way from second base. So a ball that bad communication in the middle of the infield sneaks through right behind second base. And that'll allow 1 runner to score. So the Bobcats now with a 3-0 lead and a base hit RBI single for S.T. Most. That'll bring up the pitcher, Drew Davis. Davis, who is 1 for 1 tonight with a single and a walk, looking to add to that Bobcat score as a base hit will score Caden Williamson over there at second base. Davis down on 0-1 count and fouls that one off. There's a ton of shout-outs tonight, so hopefully I can get to all of them. But a very special one here. Mr. Logan Powell checking in all the way from Georgia. Logan, I know you work on the pipeline. Thank you for everything you do and helping all these communities and this bad weather. I know it's a tough job, but thank you for what you do and being a big part of this Sumrall program and what it's been built here. Davis takes that ball up high. Davis goes down swinging. So after getting 2 runners on bag, the Bobcats are only able to score 1 so far. As there are runners on first and second, 2 outs. Leo Odom now to the plate. And that one driven to right field. The right fielder looks very uncomfortable, but unable to get it. I mean, actually able to get it. I'm sorry. That's a long way from up here in the box. But that will bring the 3rd out of the inning. So the Bobcats, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. And they now lead 3-0 here in Biloxi at MGM Park. And we'll be back in the bottom of the 4th inning. And I would like to give some shout-outs to our live stream sponsors. Janiking, BB Geomatics LLC, Diversified Forestry Management LLC, American Graphics, Landry Lewis Germany Architects, Com South, Chad Turner, the Covington County Hospital and Express Care in Sumrall, Alpha Insurance, the Spencer Nixon Agency, and Pine Belt Chevrolet. Thank you for all y'all do for making this possible and allowing all you viewers to be able to watch. So if you have an opportunity to visit one of those places, please take advantage of that. So we go into the bottom of the 4th inning here. Drew Davis, 8 of the 9 outs so far for the Greene County Wildcats have been strikeout victims. So a great start for Davis on the mound. And the catcher, S.T. Martin, his grandparents watching. Martin, a new member of the Bobcats this season. So thank you all for giving us your grandson and allowing us to have him behind the plate, because he has been an anchor in this lineup and behind the plate. And that one misses low. So a quick 2 balls for Drew Davis. And that one, ground ball to the shortstop, and Hawkins tries to charge it. And just a bad read by the shortstop, Landon Hawkins. And that one hits off of his chest, so the leadoff man reaches on an error. So now a runner on first base for the Wildcats. And that'll bring up Eli Herring. Herring, the first baseman, has struck out once tonight. And he hits that one into left field. So another base hit for the Wildcats. And that's a good piece of hitting there by the first baseman. So the first two runners on for the Wildcats. Drew Davis trying to get out of a jam here. No outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 30, Cole Hinton. Hinton, also a strikeout victim, his first at-bat. So there's been a lot of that tonight. The Bobcats expecting bunt here as the first baseman came crashing. And usually the smart thing to do, what you just saw Davis do, is an inside move to second base to see if that hitter squares, and he doesn't. And he drives that one into left field. So the Wildcats looking to score one here. And the relay, unable to get them. So back-to-back singles for the Wildcats. And an E6 gets the Wildcats on board. 3-1. And the pitching coach for the Bobcats coming out to talk to Davis and calm him down a little bit. And we will be back after the break. And the pitching coach heading back to the dugout. A costly error by the shortstop has now allowed the Wildcats to score one with no outs here. Miss Jaden, you were watching from Sumrall with her mom, Miss Stephanie. And they say go Bobcats. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. So there's a lot of viewers. Davis with the inside move. But no throw. The batter does not square there, so I do not expect they will be bunting right here. No outs. Looking to swing, and he swings at the first pitch, which was a breaking ball low. And he fouls that one off. A very uncomfortable swing there by Landon Greene. Looking fastball. And got in the breaking ball. Yeah, very surprised they're not bunting here. And another bad swing. And I really think the Greene County Wildcats had a meeting in the dugout and said, jump on the fastball. And that's where you see him being a little too aggressive here and swinging at two back-to-back breaking balls with a bad swing. And he misses wide with that breaking ball. So 3 straight breaking balls for Drew Davis. A 1-2 count, no outs. The Bobcats looking to get back into the dugout. And a perfect double play ball if they can execute it. Cody Broom to first. And Hawkins with a bad decision not to throw it to first base. But Broom with a smooth turn to second, so that will give us 1 out on the inning, but just able to get 1. So runners at first and second for the Wildcats. I mean, first and third, excuse me. That'll bring up the pitcher for the Wildcats, Braden Buffkin. Buffkin has a runner in scoring position at third base. And a breaking ball strike. If I'm the coach, I'm sending them here. With a good pitcher like Davis on the mound, you have to take advantage of these opportunities. And another swing and a miss. ST Moss, too, is thrown to second and went off of Hawkins' glove his first time trying to get somebody. And he rolls it to third, but a good play by Odom. So he runs the runner at third base back to third and then throws a strike to first base for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs. Davis looking to get out of this jam. Just giving up 1 run. Runners at second and third. Both in scoring position here. A base hit can tie it. Noah McLeod stepping in for the Wildcats, the right fielder. He struck out his first at bat, and he missed that one pretty far. And that one, a called strike. The Wildcats looking to cut the strikeouts down this inning. And that one misses low. A good 0-2 pitch by Davis. Trying to get him to chase. Yeah, I would not throw anything good here. And that one misses up high. A good take by McLeod. That's a tough pitch to lay off of a high breaking ball. But he does. And that one confuses everybody as it was right down the plate, but was not called a strike. So that'll bring the count full. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third for the Wildcats. And a swing and a miss. A great pitch by Drew Davis as he looks at the dugout to give some words of encouragement. So the Bobcats still lead 3-1, but the Wildcats get one back. So on 1 run, 2 hits, no error, actually 1 error for the Bobcats. They go into the top of the 5th inning, leading 3-1 here in Biloxi. So welcome back in the top of the fifth here in Biloxi. A new pitcher for the Wildcats, Cole Helton. Cole Helton was the second baseman to start the game. And the pitcher now somewhere out in the field and shortstop, and the shortstop has moved to second base. Helton with a 1-1 count. This is only Helton's fourth appearance on the year. And he has got a matchup here to start off the top of the fifth as he faces Landon Hawkins. Helton only given up 2 hits so far this year. So a good arm out of the bullpen for the Wildcats. And the 1-1 pitch. Right down the plate for a strike. So a pitch that Hawkins possibly could have put over the sign in left field. Gets taken. But he takes that one up high. So a good 1-2 take by Hawkins. Hawkins, who is 0 for 2 tonight, with a line out to third base. And then a single that got taken away by the shortstop for a 6-3. That one taken low. So a full count. Hawkins with a great at-bat to start the top of the fifth. Cade Clinton on deck, the Holmes commit. Clinton, a very, very strong piece in this Bobcat lineup. And a swing and a miss. So the reliever strikes out the first batter he faces. And that'll bring one out. Cade Clinton, number 2, the left fielder, up to the plate. Clinton, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout tonight. Clinton takes that one up high. And the 1-0. A called strike. Very iffy call there, as that ball looked high. So a 1-1 count. And that one fouled into the bay. So a 1-2 count on Clinton. The Bobcats looking to add some more. Insurance runs here. And he takes that breaking ball up high. A cold, chilly night here in Biloxi. Perfect baseball weather. And that one misses away. Clinton looking to find a way on here and spark something in this Bobcat lineup. That draws a 1-out walk. That'll bring up a pinch hitter. What was Jack Miller, who has struck out twice tonight. Now Kellen Garcia in to hit for the Bobcats. Garcia, a very good glove on him. But here they're using him for his bat. A very speedy runner also. Clinton on first. He takes that ball out wide. Garcia takes that one, and the catcher gets away from him. But the foot of the umpire stops it. A good swing on the 2-0 pitch. But he misses it, so the count goes to 2-1. Two one count, one out on Garcia, and he fouls that one straight back. Now to bring the count even. The pinch hitter looking to get a rally started for the Bobcats. Hits are contagious, especially on a cold night like tonight. It's really hard to get things started, but Garcia looking to do so here. And he takes that for a ball outside. And Clinton. Oh, excuse me. That ball that was way outside caught a strike. But Clinton able to move to second on the pitch. So Garcia strikes out looking. So 3 strikeouts out of the 6th spot tonight. That'll bring up Braylon Harrison. Harrison, who has been really good tonight for the Bobcats. 1 for 1 with a walk. Takes that one low. The wind's starting to pick up here in Biloxi. That one misses low also. So a 2-0 count on Harrison. Harrison has drawn a lot of walks this year, and he's drawn one tonight. And the pitcher steps off. And that pitch misses away. A 3-0 count. The Greene County coaches coming out of the dugout with frustration. They are on the third base side, so they cannot see where these pitches are. I've got the bird's eye view, so I can see everything, and I can tell you that was not a strike. That pitch also misses. Well, me and the scoreboard have that count wrong. It is now 3-0. So the 3-0 pitch misses away, and it gets away from the catcher. So Clinton able to move to third base on the wild pitch. And Harrison goes to first on the walk. That'll bring up the center fielder, switch hitting outfielder, who is 0 for 1 tonight, but has reached base safely both times. And the coach goes out to talk to the pitcher. So we will be back after the break here in Biloxi. And we're back. So 2 outs on the Bobcats. Runners on first and third. Speedy Braylon Harrison on first. And Cade Clinton, the left fielder, on third base. As Caden Williamson, the center fielder, steps into the box. And a delay still. And that ball gets away from the third baseman, so the catcher tries to get Clinton out at third base and catch him sleeping. But a bad throw by the catcher allows Clinton to score on the air. So the Bobcats take a 4-1 lead in the top of the 5th inning. Harrison now the runner on second base. Williamson down 0-1. That'll bring the count even at 1-1. And little things win baseball games and things like that and some other mistakes that the Wildcats have made tonight have made this game pretty tough distance for them to come back from. Both have 4 hits, but the Wildcats have 2 errors on the night. Count 2-1. Williamson takes a ball inside. And the Wildcat dugout again erupts on that pitch call. Williamson, a really tough play in the 6 hole, and it gets over the shortstop's glove. Harrison trying to get to third. And they are throwing it all over the place. Harrison going to be able to score. He throws it home. So Harrison advances on the air by the shortstop. Decides to go back. Then the left fielder makes a throwing error. And then the second baseman makes a throwing error to first to allow Williamson to advance to second. And Braylon Harrison to score at home. And the first baseman tries to get him out at home and makes another bad throw. So a ton of bad throws on that play. Had to have set a record. But that'll give the Bobcats a 5-1 lead here in Biloxi. So now, Greene County, what I was just talking about, with the small ball errors, they have 4 errors on the night, and they are down 4 runs. So you can see where those start to add up, especially against a good team like Sumrall. There are little games inside of the big game of baseball. The Bobcats winning on all 3 phases tonight. Cody Broom hitting for his first time tonight. And he takes that one for a strike. Broom, the son of the infield coach, Richard Broom. Coach Broom has been here just as long as Coach Cooley, who is the hitting coach for the Bobcats, and Coach Andy Davis, who is the head coach of the Bobcats. And the inside move does not fool anybody. And that one misses away. So a 2-1 count. Mr. John Buffkin listening online all the way from Louisiana. Mr. John, thank you for listening tonight. And Cody Broom hits one to right field. It's going to be trouble. And a good play by the right fielder. So the Bobcats tack on 2 more runs here in the top of the 5th inning to take a 5-1 lead here in Biloxi. Thank you for listening to the Bobcat Network. We'll be back in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we are back in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here next door to the Beau Rivage and all the casinos here in Biloxi at MGM Park, the home of the Biloxi Shuckers, the 2A, the AA, I'm sorry, not 2A, AA minor league team for the Milwaukee Brewers. Davis back on the mound for the Bobcats. And he starts it off quick with a strike. Davis has had a really good night tonight, only giving up 1 run on 4 hits. And has had a ton of strikeouts. The 9-hole hitter who got a base hit his last time up. Two-one count. On Roman Pierce. And a good swing. So a lot of life out of this 9-hole for the Wildcats. And Drew Davis gets him swinging. So Davis adds to his strikeout total. That'll bring the leadoff hitter back up to the plate, Peyton Arrington, who was the shortstop. It looks like we have a new third baseman in, Kellen Garcia, in at third, and Leo Odom moves to first base to replace Jack Miller, who Kellen Garcia hit for last inning. And that's a single in the center field. And he's trying to stretch it to 2, but does not. So a 1-out hit for Arrington. Arrington, 2 for 3 on the night. Seeing Drew Davis good. So now a runner on first for the Wildcats, 1 out. The 2-hole hitter, B.J. Johnson, up at the plate. Johnson has struck out twice. Davis. There's a breaking ball, but the runner was on the move. And that allows Arrington to reach second safely. Had plenty of time. S.T. Moss with a great strike to second. But Davis, slow to the plate, and a breaking ball allows that runner to advance. So a runner in scoring position now for the Wildcats. B.J. Johnson takes that for a ball. 2-1 count on Johnson. And that one barely misses away to bring the count to 3-1. If you've not been to this ballpark in Biloxi and you love baseball, this is a beautiful, beautiful ballpark. And a swing and a miss brings the count full. So full count, 1 out, runner on second base. And he gets him swinging. So another strikeout for Drew Davis. And B.J. Johnson will walk back to the dugout with a hat trick on the night. That'll bring up Jordan, who reached on the error last inning by Landon Hawkins. So he started the rally in the bottom of the fourth. Let's see if he can do it here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Arrington on second base, getting a lead. And Jordan fouls that one off. The count 1-1. Davis, a very mature pitcher on the mound, just to be a freshman. On my count, Davis has 11 strikeouts tonight. Jordan hits that one to second base, and Broom will make the easy play. So the Wildcats score none on 1 hit, no errors. The Bobcats still lead 5-1 here in Biloxi as we go into the top of the 6th inning. Thank you for watching. We will be back after the break. And we're back in Biloxi at MGM Park. The Bobcats at the top of the order here in the top of the 6th inning. S.T. Moss, the catcher, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a single, a walk, and a flyout. And he takes that ball in the dirt. Moss, a really good leadoff hitter for the Bobcats. A really cool experience to play down here, and they play down here twice as they come down here in spring break to play again. So if you have the opportunity, come to a game. We will not be streaming that week, as a lot of those games are in the day, and I will have to miss them due to my job at Magnolia Contractor Services. Now on a called strike. So a 1-2 count on S.T. Moss to start the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch misses high. Count even at 2-2. And he takes that one in the dirt. So a great leadoff at bat here in the top of the sixth for ST Moss. Another Louisiana listener, Mr. Bo Hill, watching from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Seems like half of our fan base watching tonight's from Louisiana. Mr. Bo, thank you for tuning in. Drew Davis on deck. Drew also has a hit tonight. The Bobcats looking for insurance runs in the top of the sixth inning. And that one popped up very high. Right fielder who's had trouble gets under that one for out number one. So this reliever for the Wildcats has looked good. His next victim will be Drew Davis, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a walk and a single. That single came in the first inning. Davis takes that one up high. Three of the 4 hits for the Bobcats tonight coming from the 1-2-3 guys. Each of them have 1 hit. And Braylon Harrison down in the 7 hole has the other. Davis with a 2-0 count looking to hit something here. And he gets his pitch but turns on it. And it goes foul. Good hitter looking for a fastball on 2-0 count. Davis with a check swing. Now on a called ball. So a 3-1 count, expecting a fastball on this pitch, looking to hit it. And he gets it, but it is low in the dirt and gets behind the catcher. And they're coming out of the dugout screaming at Drew Davis as he goes to take off his elbow guard and his leg guard, and that ball rolled all the way to the third base dugout. His father, Andy Davis, screaming at him over here on the third base line. But the head coach for the Wildcats comes to calm the pitcher down, and we will be back after the break. And we're back here in the top of the sixth inning. Drew Davis on first base. And Leo Odom stepping into the box for the Bobcats. The new pitcher for the Wildcats, Landon Greene, who was on third base. So him and the pitcher switch spots. And that one misses inside. Odom, who is 1 for 3 on the night. He hit a double back in the first inning. That one, cue ball is foul. So a 1-1 count. On Odom, and he takes that ball inside. 1 out. Odom with a big swing and a miss. So looking to really get some insurance runs here in the top of the sixth inning. There's no better spot to do it with Odom up at the plate. Hawkins on deck. He takes on for a ball. So Odom works the count full. And he fouls that one off. So battling. Good at bat. And that one a called third strike. And a lot of confusion. And the runner reaches safely. The runner very confused. If you are on first base and there's a drop third strike, you do not have to go to second. But luckily he reaches base safely at second base. But Odom called out on strikes. So what Coach Andy Davis and the Bobcats fan thought was a ball 4 gets called. So the Wildcats have 2 outs on the inning now. Landon Hawkins up at the plate with a runner in scoring position. And the head coach for the Wildcats out to talk to the umpire, but does not get far as he walks back to the dugout, and there has been no changes. So 2 outs. A runner in scoring position for Landon Hawkins. And a catcher's interference allows Hawkins to reach first. And the Bobcat dugout chirping, saying the ball does not lie. That'll bring up Cade Clinton. Clinton with a big 2-out opportunity. He takes that for a ball inside. Really looking to get things going on the season, Clinton. Who has battled a hamstring injury that happened before the season. And he takes that one low. The count 2-0. And it goes to 2-1. And that's the pitch you're looking for there. As a hitter, 2-0 count. Sitting on a fastball. And that one misses inside. So a 3-1 count on Clinton. Have to be looking for a fastball here. Can't afford to walk you. Looking for his pitch. 3-1. And that one called up. So a 2-out walk to load the bases for what was pinch hitter Kellen Garcia. Now hitting at third and starting at third base. Garcia struck out his first at bat. And he takes that one for a strike. A big opportunity for Garcia. As a pinch hitter, this is the opportunity you need to take advantage of. And he moves his feet. Davis showing a lot of frustration from the third base coaching box. And that one catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. So a 1-2 count. On Garcia. Has to battle here. And give the Bobcats a chance. Just put a ball in play. And he takes that one in the dirt. The count even at 2-2. That'll draw a full count. So the runners will be running here. With 2 outs, full count. They have to make sure the pitcher goes home. Kellen Garcia, the big opportunity has to come to you. And he does. Not. That ball is called down low. So the Bobcats add another one here in the top of the 6th inning via the walk. The Bobcats have walked a ton tonight. 9 times. Braylon Harrison, who's a victim of 2 of those, stepping up to the box now. 1-0 count. And he takes that one for a strike. A good pitch by Landon Greene. And he lifts this one. Looks like he's going to be trouble. The center fielder camps under it. So the Bobcats add one more here in the top of the 6th inning. And they lead 6-1 going into the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back here from MGM Park in Biloxi, Mississippi. Drew Davis set to take the mound. We're back in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Drew Davis starts him off with the ball. Eli Herring up to the plate. Herring has hit a single and struck out. And the lefty takes that one up high. So a 2-0 count on the leadoff hitter. Davis misses low. So losing a little bit of his control on the mound. He starts the leadoff hitter 3-0. Davis has had a fantastic night tonight. And he gets back in the zone. That'll bring the count to 3-1 on Eli Herring. And he misses high. So a leadoff walk. That'll bring the coach out of the dugout. Let's see what he does here. Drew Davis is in the 6th inning. And we'll be back after the break. And Caden Williamson, the lefty, will be the new pitcher for the Bobcats. And that'll be the night for Drew Davis. Davis had 5 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 4 hits, and 1 run. So a good night for Davis. But he hands it over to Caden Williamson, the lefty. And his first pitch is a strike. The Wildcats have a lot of damage to make up. And that one missed. Actually, that one called a strike. So the 0-2 count. And a perfect double play ball. Let's see if he can turn it. Throws it to Davis. Only able to get the lead runner. So the slow ground ball allows the Bobcats to get one. So a good pitch by Caden Williamson. One out now in the bottom of the sixth inning. The pitcher, Greene, now at the plate with a runner on first base. And he has a swing and a miss. And another one. And that brings the count to 0-2. Williamson making quick work of the Wildcats right now. And a good pickoff move by Williamson. Unable to get him at first, though. So a runner on first base. The Wildcats trying to make a big comeback here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And that one, a pop fly. Could be trouble for Landon Hawkins in right field, but he comes up with it. So a good play by Hawkins. And that's the second out of the inning. So Williamson has faced two batters and gotten two outs, both on weak contact. Two outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. And a big swing and a miss. And that one, a called strike. So the 0-2 count. Williamson looking to get the Bobcats in the dugout. And that one, a pop fly. Very softly hitting. And Landon Hawkins camps under that one. So Caden Williamson comes in and makes quick work of the Wildcats. No runs on no hits and no errors. One runner left on base. The Bobcats lead 6-1 heading into the seventh inning. And this is the Bobcat Network. And we're back in the top of the 7th inning. The now pitcher, Caden Williamson, here to lead things off for the Bobcats. Williamson hitless on the night. And he takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. The Bobcats looking to secure their 6th win of the year. They are undefeated so far in their 2024 campaign. A foul ball there. That'll make the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Williamson takes the breaking ball. 4-1. Looks like a lot of rain will be moving its way in this weekend. And Williamson with a leadoff single. So after facing 3 batters and getting 3 outs in the bottom of the last inning, in the top, he leads things off with a single. And they're going to pinch run for him. Will Rayner will be the pinch runner. That'll bring up the second baseman, Cody Broom, who started the night off being DH4, now hitting for himself. And he takes that ball inside. The Wildcats trying to get their 2nd win of the season. Broom takes that one for a strike. So 1-1 count, no outs. Runner on first base. And a called balk on the play. So Broom lines out to right field, but there was time called right before the pitch due to the balk. And Rayner will move to second. So Broom with a second opportunity here. A 6-1 lead for the Bobcats. And Broom takes that one for a called strike. And he lines that one to the shortstop. So a great piece of hitting by Broom. But unfortunately, it was right to the shortstop to make the first out of the inning. That'll bring the leadoff hitter, S.T. Moss, back up to the plate. Some great vibes here in the ballpark. Especially if you're a Bobcat fan. And that one loud foul. Moss, who has a hit tonight. Looking to get another. He has a runner in scoring position with 1 out. He takes that one low. So the 1-1 count. And he lines this one up the middle. The second baseman unable to make the play. It's going to score 1. And Dave with a late send. He should have sent him initially. But Rayner got held up at third base. But still ends up scoring. So the Bobcats take a 7-1 lead off another error by the second baseman. Now, I don't know if they'll rule that one an error and hit. Looks like they ruled that one an error. And Davis turns on one. And it just goes foul. So Davis with a lot of barrel on that pitch. That one about cleared the left field wall. But it just went foul. No one pitches a ball. And Most slides into second safely. So his second stolen bag of the night. A lot of speed for a catcher, I'm telling you. At the high school level, you never see a catcher run for himself. But he is too fast for the Bobcats to take him off the bases. So now a runner on second for Davis. And he hammers this one in the 6 hole. And they're going to try to score him. Most rounds it. It's going to be a close play. The third baseman misses it. And so Davis goes to second base on the throw. Most scores all the way from second. The Bobcats take an 8-1 lead in the top of the 7th. And that was Davis's second hit of the night. So he's 2 for 3. So a great night for the freshman. 2 hits at the plate and 11 strikeouts on the mound. The Wildcats trying to get things together. They have a meeting on the mound. But we're back. And Leo Odom now the hitter for the Bobcats. Odom. Very capable of busting this thing open. I would imagine the way this Bobcat pitching staff has pitched tonight, this game is about out of reach. And he turns on this one, and it's back, and it's back, and it's off the wall. Any other ballpark, that is a home run, especially with the wind blowing straight in from right field. But Odom hits the Flooring Company sign out in left field for a 1-out stand-up double. And if it was out of reach before, it is definitely out of reach now. Odom with a great piece of hitting. That's a great display of what Odom can bring with his power. So the head coach for the Wildcats come in and talk to the pitcher. We will be back after the break. So we're back, and Landon Hawkins, the hitter for the Bobcats now. After back-to-back hits by the Bobcats, Odom's now at second base. After a RBI double. And Hawkins drives this one to right center. But the center fielder under it to make the grab, unable to get Odom at third. So a good piece of hitting by Hawkins allows Odom to reach third base. That'll bring Cade Clinton up to the plate. The Bobcats with an 8-run lead. The chance to make it 9. 2 outs. And he lines this one to center field. And the center fielder camps under it. So the Bobcats 3 outs away to add 1 to their win total this season. They add 3 more in the top of the 7th inning. And we will be back. You are listening to the Bobcat Network. And we're back in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Bobcats 3 outs away from staying undefeated on the year. And something would have to go terribly wrong for the Wildcats to come back and win this one. And Williamson starts off the inning with a strike. So the 0-1 pitch on the way. That one misses low. And that one popped out foul. So Williamson ahead. 1-2. And that one barely misses. So the 2-2 pitch. And that one grounded back to Williamson. And a terrible throw. And it gets away from Odom. So Williamson, what would have been an easy out 1, makes things a little harder on himself. And the clock has just hit 9 o'clock. So both of these teams have a long ride back. And Davis makes the play with a sharp throw. And he gets away from the first baseman. And he is unable to get him. A good throw by Davis, but it hits the runner in the back. And that'll allow the runner to reach second base. So a total of 8 errors between the two teams tonight. 5 being by the Wildcats out of Greene County and 3 by the Bobcats. But 1 out. Williamson trying to get 2 more and send the people home. The Bobcats with a 9-1 lead. Williamson gets a swing and a miss there. And he fouls that one straight back. Wildcats back at the top of the lineup. Peyton Arrington, who is 2 for 3 on the night. But he swings and a miss. So the strikeout makes it 2 outs. In the bottom of the 7th inning, the Bobcats 1 out away from their 6th win on the season. And that one catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Two outs. And the breaking ball misses high. So the 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Caden Williamson 1 pitch away from sending the Bobcats home with the win. And that one fouled straight back again. The Wildcats fighting. They have a lot of ground to make up. And the strike ends it for the Bobcats. The Bobcats win this game 9-1 against the Greene County Wildcats here at MGM Park in Biloxi. The Bobcats will be back in action on Saturday against East Marion and Faith Academy out of Alabama. The Bobcats advance to 6-0 on the season. And this is your Bobcat Network. Thank you for tuning in.